everyone, Shadow here, and today we are going to be going over how I edit and shade eyes and hair. Alright, so today the character we will be editing today is Link, my version of him in Gacha. So first things first, as you can see, we are going to start by whiting out the eyes, mainly the pupil and the shading that is already put in there by Gacha, and then kind of fixing it up a bit. And the second thing you want to do is get the colors from underneath there, because we are going to need those colors unless you want to make them yourself. Either way works. So we're going to make a new set of eyes on top of the layer we've already made, and then we're going to create a layer and turn it to add. And we're also going to create a layer and turn that one to multiply. Whatever colors you want to use for shading works. As you can see here, I have to fix it up a little bit when I'm shading. And then you're going to want to use the blur tool to make it all look neat. This is about it for the eyes. And then as you can see, I'm kind of color splotching here and seeing what needs to be done. The next thing we're going to do is zoom in, and you're going to see I'm creating these little circle things in the eyes. This is just a stylized choice. You don't have to do this. I do it though as to make it look a little nicer. Then we're going to want to make the pupils and put them in the right spots. And as you can see, I'm shading this the same way I shaded the eyes. You do not have to do this, but I do. And you create the eyelights, the little white parts of the eyes. And then next thing we're going to do is start shading the circle part that we put in there earlier. Once you're all done with this, you're going to want to fit it in. And as you can see, I'm cleaning it up a bit more, making it look a bit neater. Then after that, we're going to put in the shading above the eyes. Once we're done with this, you're going to see I'm once again cleaning it up a bit, editing the style, and you can see I'm also adding a lighter part underneath the eyes. And now we're going to get started with the hair. First thing you're going to want to do is just fix it up a bit. As you can see, I'm fixing it up as well as fixing up the ear. If you like, I can show you how I shade my clothings at a later date. But for now, we are just going to focus on the hair. And so first thing we're going to want to do is color pick whatever outline color you have and then start shading the hair. It's best to stick to one direction for this, as so you're following whatever light source you have. Currently, I do not have a light source, so I was just using a grayscale background. This makes it easier to color pick and make it look a bit nicer, as you know it looks against both light and dark backgrounds. Anyways, as you can see, we are currently shading the hair. However you want to do this is fine. The way I do it, though, like I said, color pick the outline and then move it down to a different opacity so it is visible. Then once you're all done with this, we're going to create a second layer and we're going to go over it again. We're just going to do a little bit less shading, but at the same time, so I'm going over some parts. The same thing as before, just taking the outline color and doing that. Don't forget to erase those things that cover the eyebrows, as that can get a bit messy if you do it at a later date. After that, we're going to go in with the blur tool and blur the outer lines. Do not blur all the edges, just the ones that are clear to open space for the hair. Once you are done with that, you're going to do it on the second layer as well. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to go back and you're going to take the outline color again, but you're going to make a new layer and this time set it to add. Once you do that, you're going to go on the opposite side of where you put the shading and you're going to create a lighter color. This will create a sense of this is a lighting shade. Once you do that, you're going to blur it like you did the shading, and don't forget to erase around the outlines or else it may look a little messy. And once you do that, that's about all I do for shading the hair and eyes. I hope you all enjoyed this and have a great morning, day, or night.